Hello everyone.
Hi.
Hi. Today our guest is Disan from Thailand. So can you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is D. My real name is Tuanonpattarathanasun, and right now I'm a PhD student at Waseda University. Yeah. So.
That's alright. That's alright. How long do you live in Japan?
Actually, this is my, I would say, 4th year.
4 years.
4th or 5th year in Japan. Because I used to first time I come to study in Japan is on 2018. I come here to study master degree.
Oh.
Then I left Japan because of COVID-19.
Oh, okay.
And then come back to Japan on last year, 2022.
2022.
Yeah, so right now this is my 4th year in Japan.
4 years. 2 years kind of break time, 2 years like this.
Yeah, 2 year like break because of COVID-19.
Oh, I see. So we are going to talk about your living expenses in Japan.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Ready? So don't be so serious. So let's go. So here's Disan's breaking down of their living expenses in Japan. So can you explain a little bit, please?
Explain my living expense. So
Rent
like
is
79,000 yen. And food is 60,000 yen. And then electric fee is 5,000 yen. Gas fee is 3,700 yen. Water is 1,700 yen. Internet is 4,000 yen. Mobile phone, mobile data is 1,500 yen. Transportation for me is only 5,000 yen because I live very close to my campus. And entertainment, I don't know exactly, but I guess it's around 10,000 yen. This one, right?
Yeah. 169,000 yen. About 170.
Yes.
About. Firstly, the most important things for international students kind of rent.
Yeah.
Rent fee. So 79,000 yen is quite expensive.
Yeah.
For ordinary students. Where do you live in?
I live near Waseda University.
Oh.
So it's like.
It's an expensive area.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I choose to live there because I don't want to take the public transportation in the morning because I think any of you might already know, like in Japan, sometimes the traffic, people on the train is gonna be too very crowded and it's not that comfortable to be on the train in rush hour. That's why I choose to live nearby university.
Yes, it's really clever strategy to avoid the crowdness in train.
Yeah.
So, but how? Do you live alone?
Yeah.
In the apartment.
I live alone.
Apartment. So many people from Asia talk to me. It's really difficult and hard to find the rental apartment in Japan. So could you tell me your experiences to rent your apartment?
Yeah. I think it's quite hard for people. I would say for foreigner to find rental apartment in Japan because like some landlord they don't want to accept foreigner. Or some landlord they're okay to accept foreigner, but their requirement is they want some foreigner who can speak Japanese. So it's quite hard for foreigner who cannot speak Japanese to find apartment in Japan. But like near Waseda University, there are many housing agencies that have English service. So it's really convenient. So I just go to that kind of housing agency and ask them to help me. So this is how I find house in Japan.
So maybe it could be really good to using a kind of a state agency.
Yeah.
International people.
Yeah. I think for foreign students, like using English speaking housing agency or contact university and stay in university dormitory might be good choice.
Does the university help international people to about renting an apartment?
Actually, when I just get into Waseda University, they sent me a brochure and suggest and talking about university dormitory.
Oh.
Yeah, but I found that university dormitory is quite. I mean, if I want to live in Thai university, the dormitory is gonna be quite expensive. Maybe like 100,000 yen per month. Yeah.
University dormitory.
Yeah. But it's really close to university. Yeah. But if I want to go for cheaper one, it's gonna be a lot. I'm not sure the price will be 50 to 60,000 yen. It's gonna be in Saitama, like Torokosawa.
It's far from university.
Yeah. So I just
it's not convenient.
yeah, we gonna have one in Torokosawa and one in Odaiba. Yeah, so
yes, I know. Odaiba's dormitory.
yeah,
Wow.
that's why I decided to using housing agency service.
Yes, thinking about transportation to go to university, maybe it could be better to live in, near university because you don't have to pay for transportation and you can avoid, travel crowd. That's in train in rush hour. So, and the food is 60,000 yen.
Yeah.
So, does it include eating out? Maybe.
Yeah, I think include eating out, but as university student, like if we eat outside, we just gonna eat something on nearby university, like on the road, like Yoshinoya, Koko, Chibanya, or some ramen.
Fast food.
Yeah, but we're not going to eat in department store. Yeah, that's why that's why my fooding expense is not that expensive. And most of the time we cook.
Oh, good.
I think cook is the best way to save money. I think if I used to calculate if I eat outside, it's gonna spend around 1,000 yen per meal. But if I cook at home, we're gonna spend around 400 to 500 yen per meal.
It's twice.
Yeah. That's why I try to cook at home.
Do you usually cook for lunch or do you bring lunch to university?
Usually I'm gonna cook only breakfast and dinner at home. And for lunch, I'm gonna go to buy bento.
Bento.
Yeah, bento is really cheap. Yeah, I just found that bento in Japan is really cheap. Like the cheapest maybe only 300 yen. Although not that, I mean, only deep fried food, but it's really cheap. So she's gonna buy bento for lunch and cook for breakfast and dinner.
Or maybe you can use shokudo at university. Do you use it?
Oh, university canteen, right?
Yes. Cafeteria.
I went there sometime. The price really cheap, but one thing I found is that it's not taste that good. In my opinion, it's my personal opinion.
I know.
Yeah, that's why I prefer bento.
And so it's much better. It's much tasty.
I think like university canteen can have more variety kind of food, and I feel like university canteen food is much more healthy. Bento is kind of like fast food, I would say. So it's not that healthy. But so if you want to go for healthier food, maybe you should go to canteen university. But if you prefer cheap, just go for bento.
Well, the price of vegetables or some food is increasing dramatically in Japan. So, did you change? Is it hard for you?
Yeah, it's hard. I feel like compared to when I was studying master in Japan, I feel right now the cost of living is already increased, maybe 20-30%. Yeah, it's really bad.
Really bad.
So sometimes I go into how to call that shop Seiyu.
Seiyu? Supermarket in Japan.
Yeah, I go to Seiyu with my friend and we divided food.
Okay.
To save the money.
Yes, Seiyu is the kind of most reasonable supermarket in Japan. One of the most.
They sell very big pack.
Yes. The meat portion is quite big.
Yes.
So, okay. Your internet and bio, which companies do you use for internet?
Internet, I use AU. AU Kali. I use AU because when I just moved in Japan, AU makes some promotion with big camera. If I open the phone, if I open Wi-Fi contact with them, they're gonna give me discount for buying refrigerator and washing machine
Oh.
from like 100,000 yen to it's become only 50,000 yen.
Huh?
It's like some promotion, so just so
I know.
just grab it.
You go for it.
And for mobile phone,
It's quite really reasonable. 1,500 yen per month. It's really very reasonable. As for me.
Yeah, for mobile phone, right?
Which one?
I use
You-
Jimio, the big camera one.
Big camera no.
Jimio.
Oh, I don't know that.
Let me show you the name.
Oh, yeah. You try figure it out.
I also don't know how to read
Figure
it
it
correctly.
out.
I think this
Jimio.
comment.
Oh, I don't. My comment. My. Oh, I don't know.
Important camera.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Oh no, I'm not sure.
Oh,
So it's
First time too.
it's owned by big camera.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they give really quite good deal.
Mm.
And the best part is that staff can speak English.
They can't speak English. Can't even speak.
Yeah. I think if you go to big camera in shop, a tourist area like Shinjuku or Shibuya
Big area.
or Ikebukuro, some staff can speak English there. It will be easier for you to buy SIM card. I think that if you go to local store, usually no one can speak English and speak not that convenient.
They can't explain the details of
Yeah,
their
yeah.
service in English. Maybe it's a really good to go to the kind of Shinjuku or Shibuya big area to buy something for international people.
Yes.
Because they have a lot of English speakers stuff.
Yeah.
So.
So usually just save money and then just use it for travel,
Travel.
like for vacation.
Wow. Oh, could you tell me the price of your trip? A reasonable trip in Japan?
Reasonable trip. It depends on where we go.
Of course.
I think like if we have to take flight to travel in Japan and we go around 4 to 5 days, it's gonna cost around 50,000 yen. I guess this is my understanding. 50,000 yen. Yeah, but it also depends on how long you go, where you visit, and the season. If it's high season, everything will be very expensive. I remember like if high season flight ticket from Tokyo to Okinawa is the cheapest one is already like 30 to 40,000 yen, which is really expensive. Yeah, but it's in low season, it's really cheap. So it's really depend on the season.
Yes, it definitely depends on the season. Maybe you are a PhD, maybe you're a student, so you can avoid the kind of high season.
Yeah.
More high season, maybe it could be good things for students.
You just check the price tickets during Golden Week. It's horrible.
What do you think is a positive thing about the cost of living in Japan for students?
Positive thing. One thing I found is that because I compare this with Thailand, I think many places can have some promotion for students. Like if you go to museum or you go to some restaurant, they can have like a special discount for students. But I rarely see this in Thailand. So it's something that is really good that they will have some special price for students, and that can help us save a lot of money. That is one thing that's good thing. Yes.
So in Thailand, isn't there any kind of a special option for students for price?
They do, but not that
Not
much.
common.
Not common. Maybe some museum gonna have. But I think most of restaurants in Thailand don't have special price for students.
So, in local kind of, I'm not sure right now, but in the local restaurant in Japan, they have maybe near university restaurant, maybe they have gakuwari,
Gakuwari.
student discount
Yeah.
for food or something.
Yeah. Or if you're a student, they're gonna give like omori size for you for free.
Bigger size for free. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why it's very good things to live near university, maybe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do you think is the opposite side is a negative thing about cost of living in Japan? A lot of.
I would say most of things. I mean, I come from Thailand, that everything is really cheap, right? So when I first arrived in Japan, I just feel like, oh, everything's really expensive here. I think in Thailand, like maybe if like the cheapest food maybe only like 100 to 200 yen.
Yeah.
But in Japan, it's become like the cheapest is gyudon, which is 500 yen. So it's really short for me.
5 times.
Yeah, 5 times more. Yeah.
Even in lunch, maybe in Tokyo, one meal costs like at least 1,000 yen. At least. It could be 10 times in Thailand.
Yeah, I would say. I think food is very expensive here. I think transportation fee also quite expensive. I mean, like the train tickets price in Japan start around 150 yen, right?
150, yes.
Yeah, but in Thailand it's maybe only like how much is lesser than 100 yen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the transportation fee is also quite expensive.
But sometimes I heard that in the price in Thailand also increases right now, so it doesn't. There is no huge differences between Thailand and Japan. Thailand. Is it true? Or?
I think it's still a big difference, but right now because Japanese yen is really weak.
Yes.
So right, if Japanese people go to travel in Thailand, you're gonna feel like everything become more expensive.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think that price coffee in Thailand also increased a lot, but still not. Still have a big gap between coffee in Thailand and Japan.
Income, yes.
Further is that I would say if you go to shopping, some famous brand in Japan like Adidas, Nike, that kind of brand, the price cheaper than in Thailand.
Like, really?
Yeah, Adidas shoe, Nike shoe is cheaper than in Thailand, and have more design and more like color. Yeah. So, I mean, not that I have that much money to spend on this kind of thing, but the price very reasonable for me, but it's cheaper than Thailand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Why is
Why? I so kind of find good explanation. Why?
We have no idea.
Well, I just come up one thing I feel surprised about cost of living in Japan is the meat price here.
Meat.
Like if for like Wagyu, like
Wagyu.
A4, A5 meat,
It's very expensive.
actually it's very cheap compared to Thailand. Yeah, like I think in Japan maybe like if you bought a very good meat in like good beef in supermarket, it's maybe like 4,000-5,000 yen, right? In Thailand it's gonna be like 4,000-5,000 baht, which means like around 20,000 yen. Yeah.
I think you don't. We don't have. No. In Japan, you don't have to pay for transportation.
Yeah.
Freezing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's much cheaper than.
Yeah, that's why. But for me, it's very surprising because in Thailand we always thought this kind of meat can be very expensive. When we come to Japan, it's really cheap.
Could you provide tips on how to save money in Japan?
Save money in Japan.
What do you do to save money?
So I think so. Most of cost of living gonna go for rental fee and food, right? But I think for rental fee, it's more hard to control the price. So we focus on like control the food price. So usually first I'm gonna try to cook at home. Cook at home to save much more money, and second I'm gonna try to take out. Yeah, to save 2%. and don't go to nomikai tour. Yeah. I think also in Japan, like in Thailand, people don't use to taking public transport. I would say in Thailand people don't use to walk on the road, but I think like in Japan it's very good to walk. So one way that I save money is I try to walk rather than using public transportation. Like in Thailand, if you just have to, no one gonna walk for 1 kilometer in Thailand.
Seriously?
Yeah, because people think because it's very hot in Thailand and the road is not that good, so everyone gonna take taxi. But in Japan, like I think it's okay to walk for 1 to 3 kilometers because
That's fine.
the road is really good. I mean the sideway is really good. So it's one way to save money. Sometimes I walk from Shinjuku back to my home, which can save like maybe almost 200 yen. Yeah.
So guys, good one to walk by.
Yeah, walk good to exercise.
Because in Tokyo, the distance of each station is quite near and it's not so long. So maybe you can walk by one station. Station. That's fine.
I just go to supermarket at night time. Sometimes you have some special discount.
50%.
Yeah. That's very good deal.
Before closing.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go like around that time to find some cheap food. I would say like when you first arrive Japan, you're gonna think everything is expensive. But when you start getting used to life in Japan, you're gonna start realizing that this price are too expensive. So don't use this as a restriction for you to enjoy life in Japan. Yeah, because at first when I just first arrived Japan, I was shocked with everything, so I don't do that much things. Because I think that everything is so expensive, so I decided to not do that much activity, and I think I missed many months in Japan by not doing that much things. So I think I don't be shocked with the price and try to live with it. Yeah, to enjoy life in Japan.